Pisces. We're going to finish this once and for all. Let me get my cards. Hey, baby. How you doing, baby? Alright. We are going to bring this full circle right now. My purse. How are you doing? Hello. Welcome to my tarot channel. We're on Pisces. We're looking at you, the person, place, or situation on your mind. You could have Pisces anywhere in your chart. You could be a Pisces sun, moon, or rising. Take what resonates and leave the rest. No, take what resonates. Take it how it resonates. Take it how it resonates. Don't leave nothing, because this is all for you. All right? We are going to do something from the book here. I don't know if we'll do it in the middle, or if we'll do it in the end, or if we'll do it now. I'm going to take a look and see. Justice just came out, but went back in. Eight of Cups is in reverse, telling you not to walk away. Hold strong in something. The Page of Cups and the Chariot. Eight of Cups reversed, the Chariot, and the Page of Cups. The Two of Cups. Ace of Swords is in reverse for the most likely outcome. Pisces. You're holding strong to something. The way you're viewing them is the Chariot. You're seeing someone, the person on your mind, the thing on your mind, as very successful, the thing that's going to be pulling you forward, the thing that is going to be getting you to where you need to go. You're seeing something as whatever the thing is that you're questioning about, that you're interested in knowing more about. You're seeing that thing as the way to your success, the way to your victory. The connection is the Page of Cups. So you and this person could kind of connect on some more light heart emotions. You know, the Page of Cups is dreamy. The Page of Cups offers an emotional connection that is not, it's not super intense. It can just be very lighthearted and playful. Your ideal outcome is the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Swords in reverse is the most likely outcome, meaning that there's going to be some sort of lie or not a lot of communication from someone. Not a lot of communication with this thing. You could be feeling maybe like a lack of communication from someone, or a block in communication from this thing that you're making, that you feel like is going to be the thing that makes you successful. So there's like a lack of communication from someone. And let's get it from the person on your mind's perspective. How does the person, this Chariot card, the person that you see as the Chariot, the person you see as successful, how do they see themselves? How do they view themselves? What's their perspective on themselves? This is the kind of person that has a really hard time only focusing on themselves. Okay, this person could be... I want to pull that card out because it's just reminding me of themselves. The Ace of Pentacles is what's really standing out for me. It's the way that the person on your mind, Pisces, sees themselves. Is the Two of Pentacles reversed, and then the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. This person sees themselves as understanding investments, understanding that sometimes you have to put twice as much in, twice as much work in, twice as much in order to get something out. That's what they see this. That's what this person sees themselves as. But that's also the second card that came out. So that could also be maybe how they see you. Pisces is somebody with something to offer. Even if it is slightly delayed, they do see you as having something to offer. They see you as money. They see you as new financial opportunities. What is this connection? Explain the connection from the person on your mind's perspective. Justice in reverse. This person could feel slightly wronged. This person could feel... this person could feel like something hasn't been weighed out properly, or could feel like maybe you're taking advantage of them. That's how they feel. They feel done wrong. They feel like an injustice has happened to them, like you did something to fuck them over. This person may be kind of maybe even a little bit upset, even though they still do have something to offer. They feel a little bit upset. This person did something like to fuck you over. Okay, let's see. What is the ideal outcome? This person wants to talk things out with you. This person wants to put their issues aside. This person wants to communicate with you. The probable outcome is the King of Cups, which is somebody emotionally intelligent. Somebody somebody on a boat. Goes on easier, stays on longer. Hollywood lip color. The Ten of Wands. Let's get one more for you. Perfect. The final outcome for everyone is drunkenness, fickleness, partying, distraction, isolation, self-care, alone time, personal growth. That's who we are. The people in our lives could be abandoning us, leaving us, traveling, escaping, wanting to find the truth, wanting to find themselves, needing introspection or introspecting something about themselves, trying to go within. Express your love boldly and don't hold back your emotions. Make or accept invitations or proposals from the person you desire. Delays, frustration, change, transformation, disagreement, doubt, hasty, impatient, and reckless. Hope or faith, holding back, fear, anxiety, or doubt, missed opportunities, and blocked potential. That's how you see this relationship. And finally, we have pause, surrender, letting go, new perspective, self-sacrifice, wisdom, enlightenment, contemplation. The Hanged Man card advises you to take a time out from the situation and reflect on your own needs and goals. Be patient, let go of your resistance, look at the situation from a new perspective. This person's not treating their friends very good. Right? That's who you are, your celebration, your happiness, your joy, your creativity. And this person is stagnation that you're dealing with. The person on your mind, the person that you're thinking about right now is accepting your lot, is accepting their lot. They have a lack of self-awareness. They have a lack of emotional maturity, and it's really showing. And they're really upset with themselves. The connection needs inspired action and adventure. It needs invitation, and you have to be ambitious, and you have to drive, and you have to have desire for money and to keep going. You have to start the fire. You have to, get a little feisty sometimes. There's new experiences that are coming in for you. Development and adventure. This connection, what your ideal outcome is unlimited potential, possibility, trust, purity, and faith. And then we have the most likely outcome is resistance, indecision, delays, dishonesty, injustice, imbalance, and martyrdom. I really don't like the person on your mind, Pisces. I just think that they really, they don't necessarily have a lot going good for themselves. I think that, you need to be aware of the people you're dealing with and cut it off when it needs to be cut off. You could be dealing with cutting someone off right now, or you're feeling cut off. Definitely feeling like the people in your life are making some pretty harsh and brutal decisions about you, and it's just like you're dealing with the consequences of it, of your decisions. And I just feel like a great sadness is coming over you, a lack of knowing where to go, a lack of knowing where to turn to. I feel like you've kind of given up hope in something. Giving up hope on yourself. Or giving up on hope in this relationship and this person. And the more that they just completely disregard you, and the more that they see you and just don't care, and they don't follow through with the things they say they're going to do, it just makes it 10 times worse, for them. So, until they come and deal with the things they have to deal with, their life is going to slowly just start crashing down around them more and more and more and more. They have to settle the scores. They have to pay their debts. They have to do the things they have to do, or it's like they're not going to realize that the thing that's really fucking making things really difficult for them is lack of care about your well-being, about who you are, and I don't think they understand, who they're fucking with. We're going to do an all-sign recap. There's nothing sexier than my authentic truth. First, we're going to read, because I said we were going to read. And this is going to be sex and death. Ready? We are animals, and all philosophical, religious, and scientific concepts and explorations either acclaim this fact or attempt to rise above it. Images of the divine in all places and time are rooted in nature and nature symbols. There are no serious or important deities that did not either originate as natural powers or were not conceived of as natural powers. Ask Yahweh, the storm god. Every religion, cult, or sect everywhere in the world has certain goals, objectives, or symbology. It is what unites and identifies the worshippers or members of co-partakers of certain mystery illumination. These are the same in that at their original core, they conceive of their reality in relation to nature. Thus, it is ironic that the more we have alienated ourselves from nature, the more alienated and diseased we become, until most of our symbolisms of redemption or enlightenment or salvation revolve upon a garden or paradise that we have long since lost and now can only attain after death or apocalypse. In fact, we are announcing that we are already dead. Yet divinity in the modern world is almost always seen in terms of images and concepts that are separate from the worshipper. Lip service is paid to humans as being a part of nature, that we are embracing nature, or that the natural world is within. Yet the key philosophy, stewardship, or dominion, at some point we fell from the garden. Our nature gods became human reflections of our new desire to be separate, alone, dominating. Pan tells us that we did not fall from grace, that the sexual gnosis, which is also brought through consciousness of death, also did not throw us down. All is ever as it was, but we have fallen asleep and now must awaken. The primal sins that are said to taint us are in actuality the means of our awakening, and always have been. To see this, we return to the beginning, to the nameless aeon. We never left Eden. Before any rarefied concepts or rituals ever evolved, there was awe of this identification with nature. The two ways that early hominids related to natural environment were the key forces that make us part of nature: procreation and death. The active manifestation of these two things are respectively mystery and religion. Sex equals life, or the evolution of beast. Magic equals death, evolution of the self. Union, play. Here, then, is the primal origin of all spirituality manifested as Pan. Patriarchal faiths argue that intervention by the divine has altered the stage or completely superseded this ancient formula, that none of these revelatory philosophies, usually in written form, is universally held, and yet everyone in every culture, in every habitat, on the planet faces the above realities. Everything else can be argued, but not birth and death. Every response to the universe varies, except two that are universally manifested, sex and magic. But such both are yin-yang of all, and together they are play, pan. I kind of want to read this next chapter. Sex. As if the A.O. Spare once said, all things fornicate all the time. Then, a similarly corresponding statement might be, every act is ritual. Modern Freud, ancient shamans, and other freethinkers long ago showed that sex was not just limited to procreation, although it is an obvious evolutionary purpose for it. Sex is an all-enveloping field of desire for union that can be projected upon anything and everything. Most people have very little choice of where their panmorphic field, called variously libido, kundalini, eros, lust, and so on, is focused in their lives. The thrust, if you pardon the pun, of the sexual field involving genders, evolution, is ever manifesting DNA, is now seen to offer limitless variations of sexuality, and are so born in ever widening varieties of people with a changing variety of sex-focused fields, and even polyamorous, perversity, gay, straight, polygamous, bisexual, fetishist, or ... question mark. Even an observation of the sexual mores of any society will reveal a staggering variety of fixations and foci. Even within one group, there is endless variety of mutation. Some are fixated on breasts or cock size. Some enjoy bondage, pain, or shame. The key that unlocks the power, whatever the turn-on is, can literally be anything. What a set society accepts as normal or acceptable is, of course, far more limited in scope, and as the pan-current manifests in various times and places, the horned one plays the pipes of an explosive sexuality that shocks and titillates in revealed religionists who see in the power of Pan both Eros and Thanatos, sex and death, at the witch's Sabbath. We are both repulsed and attracted. And so, over the ages, we have repressed this current. But you can't keep a good satyr down. Repression brings obsession. Suppression brings eruption. And people cannot deny the beast within them. Pan is said to be the god of sex. But the question should be, in the mythic universe, what is sex? From an archetypal point of view, the mythos that is Eros is both diffuse and all-embracing. All things fornicate all the time, speaks of the vision of the Pan-bios, the all of Pan, and the amassed life force that pervades the universe from the submolecular level to stars themselves, from the moment of the Big Bang to the very end of the collapsing cosmos. Pan magic is a field of the core genetic consciousness and resulting open sexuality. Before the artificial divisions crafted by humans in the last few aeons, and of course cemented into place by the patriarchy for this rapidly crumbling aeon of the big tyrant daddy, the relaxed, multifaceted view of sex in the aeon of the mother infused into our human reality was turned into a strict gender roles, rules, restrictions, and now in the aeon of the wild, wacky child, all of those tightly tied up sexual mores are coming unraveled, and sexuality itself has become fluid as information and thought and ideas and memes. The speed of this has opened up so many realities beyond each village mentality that even the most upright and uptight person now knows he or she has friends who view sex as a more open-minded sport and play on the terms rarely imagined even 20 years ago. The gist of this is the Pan is obviously the god of sex because sex is all, a field, and not a verb or a noun. They may explain why he is credited with the invention of self-love. The universe as Pan exists to pleasure itself, and we do too. True nature is a matrix for self-love, self-awareness, and a blissful self. Becoming the all-in-one, nexus axis, star of nature, Pan, removes all false divisions, and so all sexuality becomes self-love. The ultimate fuck is to fuck the whole universe, and to be fucked in turn. If Pan is all, and the world and the abyss manifest, then he also dances in the genomes of the pre-sexual stew of the one-celled animals with no sex and millions of permutations of the urge to breed that existed for aeons before there was ever a thought of male or female. When the primal image of being was beginning of nothing, all, before the evolutionary division into two for the chance of union. So Pan is all. So Pan as all is the chance of union, that is play. And one can conjure any kind of play instantly, see through green glasses, that all play is sex, that chance, seduction, interpretation, that is the dance of life itself. For Pan is the animal human, the beast that is the whole and lower part of our cerebellum, and the field that this emanates. The field is emanating from the DNA code that is outward expression of the gnosis evolution as survival. As higher self dances with the beast, the satyr emerges. There are really only three expressions of this field: Eros, Thanos, and the all-elusive third thing Pan calls play. The instinct of the beast is to join, to mate, and to reproduce. The instinct of the beast is to feed, kill, to fight, to flight, to survive. But there is more expression of this nameless current, and that the urge to play, not sex or death, is something beyond the field as a whole. Many animals have clearly been observed playing. I have seen laughing orcas play in the hull of a sailboat I was on. I have seen otters playing in the surf, dolphins playing in the sea, and goats playing in the mountains. Play is the morphogenic expression of one program interacting with another. Either, as in the case of mother and cub, a parent transferring a survival program to a cub with love and will, or two adults playing to exchange the gnosis of joy of existence in the most direct way possible. This then is the true being and worship of Pan for sex and death and play. I dare say, rock and roll. We are one in the concept of sex that Pan embodies, and the most material level of this in Pan magic is the physical fucking of human beings. And so, this is why, in this form, the true sacrament and origin is not sex, but is sex play. And now a word about the hairy-hoofed beast that is the horned one. In paganism, past and its survivors today, the horned god is very much male and testosterone filled, yang, 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 and indeed is truly a mask of Pan. Prick high, leaping on the dryads, maenads, goats, and so on in a priapic ecstasy. Yet this one of masked Pan, the prehistoric revelations of the horned one, the ambivalent sexuality and deep survivals of the horned one, gnosis, icons such as Baphomet or Bacchus or Dipus and Hermaphroditus, Hermaphroditus clearly revel in sexual ambivalence or unity. The truth is, pansexuality. It is not limited by the sexual fantasies of human beings, and the roots of that archetype are far deeper than what we think of as sex today. Regardless, there are levels, and there are levels. So, that's your reading, Pisces. I hope you guys enjoyed your message. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you so much for being here, and I do hope to see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.